Hello guys, welcome to my channel Learn with PR. In today's video, we are going to understand insertion in a singly linked list, specifically insertion at a beginning, insertion at the end. And if you want to learn insertion at a specific position, I have already uploaded a separate detailed video on that. Make sure you check it out after this one. Okay, so let's start with the insertion at the beginning. Okay, so if we are saying that the position you want to upload, you want to add a new node at first position, so that become insertion at beginning. All right, if you are saying I want to add new element or node at the last, right, that means you have n number of nodes, so n plus 1 become insertion at the end. So let's start with the beginning, right? How we can insert at beginning. So beginning means I want to place a new node at the first location. Okay, so what are the steps? So we have to create a new node. All right, in new node you have to create data inside it. Okay, you have to say what kind of data, and in the next pointer you will say there is no nothing, that means null. There is no node connected actually, that's why it's null. All right, now suppose you are storing the value as 5. All right, so now you have to make sure the new node next point to the current head. So whatever the head is having, head will contain the first element now, first node you can say. Okay, so we just need to change that head, nothing else, and we have to make the next node, next pointer as a current head, whatever the element, and then we have to move head to the new node. All right, so now let's check with example. So here I have written example. All right, so in this example basically we are saying we are having right now head. Okay, head is having 3000. 3000 is the first address. All right, this is the first address. Now 5000 we have connected, this is a next node which is connected to this 10. All right, this 20 is a data, 25 is a data, and 6000 is the address of the next node you can say, and 9000 we have stored here. That's how you can connect to your linked list. I have uploaded a detailed video on linked list, please check that before. Okay, now if you want to insert at beginning, okay, if you want to insert at beginning means I want to insert before this 10, I want to insert in this head, I want to insert the data, the address of this new node, that is 4000. All right, in that node we have data as 1000 and it's null. All right, so here I want to also change what I have to write here. We have to write the address of 3000 here, means we have to write a 3000 address of the first node. All right, and in this head we want to add what new node, that means the address of new node, that is 4000. So 4000 I want to place. Okay, so only change we have to do in head of next. What is the head right now? All right, wait, so what is the head right now? Head is 3000, so we have to change it. Okay, how we can change? We will say we have to change head next. Head next is what? This I want to change this. Okay, and we have to change head also. Okay, that is what we are saying. So what we have to write? We simply write what? In a new node of next. What is this next? This is next. Okay, so if in this next I want to make head here, what is inside this head? 3000. So this is we are saying means I want to place new node next. This is a new node next. All right, I want to place 3000, so I will simply cut it and will write 3000 here. All right, this is how we are writing it. Now after this we have to simply write address of new node, whatever the address of new, this is the address of new node 4000, I want to make it in a head, I want to place it in a head. So in this head we now having 4000 here. So this is how we are saying when you will write your node, you will create a new node when you print something. Okay, new list, linked list you will print, then it will looks like head will get a 4000. All right, this is how we are saying 4000. Okay, next node will be what? 4000 address wala node hoga, right? This is a node. All right, this is a data, this is a next. In this next we have placed 3000 here like this. Okay, 3000, and what is the 3000? This is 3000, rest will be the same. All right, so this is how we can simple add a new element at the beginning. All right, now let's check how we can write the simple program in C language. So now I have created a structure here. Okay, why I have created a structure? What is this? Okay, n1, n2, n3, what is this? And whatever head, why we are writing it, and why we are writing this condition. So I have already discussed that point in my previous video in the traversing. Okay, please check that video and then you can simply get what is the structure, why we are taking node as data, and next pointer, why we are writing the type of it, why we are doing like this. Okay, I have already discussed there. I will share the link with you, okay, and you can simply find out why we are writing and how we can write it. Okay, so I have created a n1 dot data as 10, 20, 30, means these are the data inside the node. Okay, and after that we are assigning the simple address in the first node, second node, and third node, like that way. In the head I am writing what? The address of n1. All right, now I am writing what? Temp will get the value of head. Okay, and I am printing actually all the data. Okay, I am printing all the data. How we can print it? Now let's check it. Run this code. Okay, when you will run this code, you will see this output. Okay, 10, 20, 30, and after this we don't have anything. You can simply write here null if you want to write it. Okay, now I am saying this is what? This is you are printing. Now I want to add a new data, so I have to first write a new node. Okay, I have to first write new node. We have created a new node. Now you have to write what is inside the new node. So new node, simple write new node dot data is what? Suppose 50. Okay, I want to place 50, and new node next is what? New node next will be null, obviously, because there is no node connected, nothing is there. All right, now what we have to do, we simply write what? Change this new node next. We have to change new node next, and that should be what? Head. Okay, now simple write here new node dot next will get the value of head, whatever head is. What is head? Head is right now, what is head is? Head is right now address of n1. So first node address we are storing in new node next. All right, it was earlier was null, now it become what? Address of n1. All right, now next we have head. Okay, in that head we have to place address of new node, right? You simply write new node. Okay, now again print your what? You have to print what? Print your linked list. Now again copy it here. Now here copy, we have to print it ना. Simple printing तो same ही होना चाहिए, same ही हो रहा है, right? Print here. Right now here you can write updated list. Now updated list में we have assigned temp as head. Okay, we have assigned temp as, well, we don't need to write this thing, you can remove it from here, right? But temp तो we have to do it, no, sorry, temp में we have to do it. Why? We are writing with the help of temp only. Okay, so you can write it. All right, temp will get the value of head, and we are checking here with the help of temp. We are not checking here from head, that's why we have to write temp is not equal to null, and means when you will not get the last node that is containing only null na, right? When you will get it, then it will stop. That is the meaning of this condition. All right, now run this code. So when you will run this code, earlier the list was 10, 20, 30. Now updated list is 50. The first element we have added, first node we have added as 50, and 50, after this 50 we have 10, 20, 30, means we are not deleting this 10, we add a new node, rest will go in the next node. All right, this is how we can say in the insertion at the beginning. Now let's check how we can write the algorithm of it. So in this we were simply writing what? We were simply writing this thing, we were simply writing these two things and were printing the list. All right, now let's check how we can write algorithm of it. So this is the algorithm of the beginning. So what is beginning? Basically, we have to create a new node first, store the value in the new node, set what? New node of next will get the value of head. Okay, and head will get the value of address of new node, and then stop. You can simply write print also, print a linked list. But for beginning algorithm, you can simply write this also. You will means the examiner will understand it. All right. Now next we have to check how we can do insertion at the end. All right, how we can do it? We have to create first node, store 50, suppose traverse means, okay, so when we are storing the in the last, no, means we want to add a new node at the end, suppose. All right, so that means what? At the end you will get null, right? Null, when you will find the null, there you have to change. You have to do what? That null you have to change with the address of the new node. Simple. But we have to traverse till the last node where next will have a null value. Till then we have to go inside our linked list. Okay, now make last node next point to the new node and set new node next as null. Obviously we have to do like that. Now let's take example of it. Here we have a simple example. like here pointer we are writing, head may we have 3000, 3000, this is the address, this is the next node 5000, 9000 and 6000. Now we are saying this is a new node. Suppose I want to add 100 in the last, at the last. So means this, how I want to write like that way, means what, here 100, okay, and here we want to write null. But what is the address of this node? That is 8000. All right. So if it is 8000, that means I want to write here 8000, na? Right? So I have to not write here null. We have to write what, 8000, and now it will now point to the next node, that is having data as 100 and next as null. Okay, this we need to do. So what we have to do, we have to find the last node first. So how we can find out the last node? How we can find out the last element in an array? So how we were doing it? So I have already discussed that point in my earlier videos. Please check that video of arrays as well. Okay, in array, what we were doing, we were finding the last element, है ना, हम find करे the last element, and we were printing what is the last element. Okay, we were doing like that way. But here we have to add also a new node. Okay, so we have to traverse all node one by one. So how we can traverse? We have to simple write the traversing algorithm. Earlier I was writing it. Okay, so now temp will get the head value. Okay, and temp जब तक हमारे पास null ना आ जाए तब तक it will print, not print, we don't need to print, but we have to find. Okay, so until unless we are finding null, then we have to jump out. We have to keep changing our temp as well. Temp will get the value of temp of next. Okay, temp of next. Now add what, address of new node, nothing. Okay, now how it's working? So head may, right now head is having 3000, temp is now pointing to this, temp is pointing to this node. All right, this is what temp. Okay, now temp of next, what is temp of next? This, now this 5000, right? 5000 is not equal to null, true, it will go inside. Will update the value of temp, will get the value of temp of next. Now earlier temp was 3000, but now temp become what, 5000. So now my temp will now pointing to this node. This is a 5000 address. All right, so now temp is here. Okay, now temp is here. Then again it will check the condition. What is condition? Temp of next. What is temp of next? 9000. Okay, if I say temp of data, then that means 20. Okay, but we are not talking about this 20, we are not talking about this data. We want to find out here as null. In the every next, if you will finding any kind of address, that means it's not null. Okay, all right, temp will get the value of, now it will say it's not null, temp will get the value of temp of next. Now temp may earlier was 5000, now it will say 9000 value kar do assign to temp. That is what we are saying here. Okay, now my temp will point to which one? This node. Okay, now temp is pointing to this node, that means 9000 is stored. Right, now again check this temp is temp of next. What is temp of next? That is 6000. Okay, 6000 is not equal to null, that's true, it will go inside and will now update what, temp of next. What is temp of 6000? Okay, now temp becomes 6000. Earlier it was 9000. Okay, earlier it was 9000. Now it is 6000. When is 6000? Then what we have to do? We have to go again inside this temp. Okay, temp will say temp of next. What is, where is my temp right now? Here is my temp. So it will say what? Temp of next. Assign the value of temp of next. That means 6000. All right. Now check temp of next. That is null. Null is not equal to null, false. Then jump out. Okay, then jump out. Now update this one. If this condition become false, na, then it will jump out, it will not go inside. Now temp of next. What is temp of next? This is temp of next. Okay, right now update the address of new node. What is the address of new node? 8000. So here you have to write what? 8000. All right, 8000 when you add, that means after this we have this node. Simple, you have added it. Yes, you have already added, no? You have added what? New node at the end. All right, now your linked list, okay, your linked list will looks like this. All right, so earlier it was this, last me we were getting 40 value, 40 node. Here is a 40 node, but here in a null, here null, there is no null now, it's a 8000. 8000 is a new node. This is a new node, and in the new node next may we have null. So this is how we can do what? Simple. What? At end may we are including a new element, new node. Okay, now let's check how we can write in a C program. So now, earlier we were doing new node, है ना? We were doing that thing at beginning, you can say. Now we have to do at end. So now I'm again creating a new node. Here I'm writing, this is for beginning now. So I'm writing here new node end. We are storing it in it, right? So you can simply write here. Now you can write updated list insertion at beginning. All right. So you will not confuse here. All right. Now here I'm writing new node end में we want to store the data as suppose 100. Okay. Right. And new node end dot next. I want to place what? I want to place null. So simple write null here. Okay. Right now this is the new node right now. All right. Now again do what? Temp will get the value of head. All right. Right. Now do while condition. We were writing while condition. Temp of next will get, if it is not equal to null. If it is not equal to null, then it will keep updating the value of your temp. Okay. Now it will keep updating the value of temp. What will be the value of temp? Temp will, okay, small name. Right. What will be the value of temp? Temp will get the value of temp of next. Temp of next. Okay, right? This is what we were doing. All right. Now next is, if the condition become true, then it will go inside, will keep updating your temp. But if the condition become false, then what we have to do? We have to change the temp of next. Will update the value of address of new node. All right. Address of new node of end. All right. This is how we are writing it. This is a new node here. All right. This is a simple way. Now print it again. So again, copy this. Okay. And paste here. So if you're not getting why I'm writing this, please check my previous video better. Then only you will get it. Now I'm writing insertion at end. All right. Now update. And I want to do one more thing here. Slash n. Here also slash. All right. Now run this code. Now run this code. So that was the original list. Okay, 10, 20, 30. Now this is the updated insertion at beginning 50 we have included. So right now a list become this. Okay, now you are adding one more node at end. So now your list will become 50, 10, 20, 30 and 100. All right, so this is a simple way to know about your insertion at end. We have already discussed insertion at a specific position. Please check that video also. Okay, so you will get a clear picture how we are doing it. Now let's check how we can write algorithm at end. Okay, when you want to insert. So now, first algorithm of insertion at end, what we have to do, we have to create a new node. We have to assign the value of it. Set your new node next will be the null, obviously, and then check if your head is equal to null. Then do what? Head may assign the address of new node. All right. If the head is equal to the temp is equal to head, then traverse it until you are getting temp of next is null. Otherwise, set what? Temp of next will get the value of address of new node. This is how we can do it. We have to keep changing our head again, temp again. All right, then we will get the last node as what? As last next node as null. All right. So when you will find out, then you will see the array looks like the linked list looks like as you added a new element. Okay, at the end, you have to keep updating that thing. All right. So this is a simple way to know how we can insert at the beginning and at the end. Okay. So if this video you understand the concept of it, then like this video, share it with your friends who are learning DSA, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. In the next video, we will see how we can do deletion. Okay. So till then, keep learning, keep practicing and keep growing. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. All right. And you have to watch the previous videos also, so that you will have a clear concept of how we are doing traversing, what is linked list, types of linked list. We were doing insertion at beginning and at a specific position in singly linked list. Okay, we will do it one by one in all types. All right, thank you for watching.